Somebody loves Star Wars.
Yes.
What is that? Is that Yoda? Baby Yoda?
Baby Yoda. Grogu.
Grogu's different to Baby Yoda, isn't he?
He is. I'm still trying to work it out myself.
Does that mean that Yoda is Grogu's dad?
No idea.
Who's Grogu's mum?
I'm not much of a Star Wars geek, but yeah, there's a lot to learn, isn't there, about Star Wars? We'll soon find out.
The Mandalorian is Grogu's dad.
Yes, adopted dad.
Adopted dad. There you go.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome back to the podcast. We're so happy to have you here. We are going to be talking today about getting ready.
Very important part of the day.
Fundamental part of the day.
So, again, we're not saying stuff to offend anyone. We're just saying it to help you guys out.
It's six. Do you like the more flattering angle?
Yeah.
Not quite so focusing on the double chin there.
Yeah. Good old eye detects on your eye. Not mine though. Likes you better than me. Oh no, it's got me now.
Oh, there you go. Getting ready. So it really is like getting ready. I think make or breaks the day.
Yeah.
To be brutally honest, it sets the tone for how your day is going to go. It really sets you up for success or failure, really, doesn't it?
It does.
So I thought we'd start about me and my wordies today. Thought we would start by running you through how we would normally run a getting ready process on any given day. So with our packages, so quite often you'll get two of us on site. You don't always get two of us. Sometimes there'll be just one of us. But a lot of people say, oh, I need two photographers. I need one to go to the boys and one to go to the girls. In our experience, you don't need that.
No.
We tried that, and honestly, it was a waste of time, and we did not get any better photos than when the team rolled together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
why?
There's too many people in that one.
Far too many people. Look, I'm going to be brutally honest out there. Now, there are some grooms which are really into weddings that have been super organised. I remember Liam and Mel up at Kiwana Surf Club. Liam was like all over it. He was amazing, but honestly, and no offense to your kind,
my kind, yeah.
Guys normally aren't into it. They just want to get in, get married, and have fun.
Yeah.
You know, and
It's true.
The wedding is for the missus. So when it comes to doing the boys getting ready photos, it's hard to get a group of guys, which normally have been started drinking before we get there, or they've been hanging out, get them together, orderly, dressed, and take some serious photos. It's a challenge. So,
but as you say, not always. But
not always.
It's getting more frequent now, isn't it? Where that's happened.
Yeah, my wedding on Saturday, Stacey and Matthew and his boys. I tell you what, hats off to them. Walked in the front door. They were ready. They were dressed.
Yeah.
They were good to go. Anything we asked them to do, they were on it.
Yeah.
And I could tell there'd been a lot of preparation beforehand. You know, Stacey had obviously gone through the run sheet with Matthew, and it was great. And we were able to get some really nice shots. James was lead on that one. He really smashed it. But not every experience is like that.
No. So with the boys, we often walk in, we come in, and then there's this surprise that we're there.
Oh,
that's the first thing. It's like, what?
Photographers, what?
Wedding?
Photos?
What? Married? oh, are we getting ready now? Oh.
Yeah.
And then they're confused, and then there's this mad scramble to find their clothes, to find everything, and then
they get distracted, and don't get me wrong, if you've shot with us, you'll know that we always say, get the boys, when we arrive, have the boys in their dress pants and their dress shirts. That's all we need. Yeah. Everything else, we can go from there.
Yeah.
So we always start with the boys. We only ever go no more than 40 minutes with the boys. They are over it by then. And because we start first, they get hot, they get sweaty. So the moment we leave, they take their clothes off again so they can hang out a little bit more without getting their clothes dirty. And the reason we keep it so short and sweet with them is because we don't want to out photo them for the whole day, because they've still got the ceremony to go, they've still got all their bridal photos to go, and it's a lot for a guy who doesn't get photos done.
Some are into it, but
some are into it.
Most are probably not.
Yeah, and all of them are doing it for their partner, which
Yeah.
is really sweet. And I really see the effort that they go to really suck it up. But we want them to have a great day just as much as we want the bride
Yeah.
to have a great day. So we always start with the boys. Normally, if we're running a 10-hour shift, we'll start 11:30 or 12. We do the boys for half an hour to 40 minutes. 40 minutes if they're not dressed. Half an hour if they just aren't feeling the photos.
Yeah. But what's been happening lately is it's been taking them so long to get ready. I've been ended up with 6-7 minutes maybe to do photos, and then we miss out on a whole bunch that we could have done. It's also for the video too, so
Yeah.
we miss out a big chunk.
So if you've got
And then
video,
the
if
bride's
you've got
disappointed
photo,
they didn't
video,
get it done and wondering
yeah.
what went wrong.
That's going to be another podcast. I'm going to call it the utterly disappointed bride.
Yeah.
The amount of times we've had, no, I wouldn't say it's been a lot, but we have had brides contact us and say they're utterly disappointed because this photo hasn't been in the gallery. And what we've had to do, and it's hard because it's not that we're trying to deflect blame, it's we take notes during the day. So if things are running late or things have happened that we can't get our shot, we have a team messenger channel where we make notes about the day. So we've had to go back to the bride and say, hey, love, we're really sorry, but your boys weren't ready. We had 15 minutes shoot time with them. We did as much as we could, and then we had to leave because we had to get to you, because
Yeah.
that would have put us late with you, which then would have put you late for your ceremony, and it starts this ball
Yeah.
rolling. So if you want to have one way of avoiding being the utterly disappointed bride, you want to make sure that your boys are ready.
Yeah.
The house is clutter-free, all the crap's put away. See, if we have to spend time moving things, putting things away, moving drinks, getting them dressed, all of that is you're paying us to really clean the space,
Yeah.
you know, and that's
it's
a waste of time. Yeah.
We stood there for an hour trying to motivate people to get ready.
Yeah. You know, so that's just one thing to note. So
Yeah.
if there's a photo that's not in your gallery and it has been on your run sheet, then and we haven't shot it, then there's a reason for it.
Always.
Always a reason.
We'll always get stuff done.
We're pretty meticulous in following a set shot list and a plan.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it sounds negative, but we're just saying it to make sure it doesn't happen to you.
We don't want you to be disappointed. You know, you don't get a do-over on that.
No.
Well, most people don't. And, you know, it's if you've got your heart set on certain shots, then that
Yeah.
organisation behind the scenes has to happen.
Yeah.
There's only so much we can do up until a point.
Yeah.
And again, those of you who have shot with us know that we can get a little bit bossy.
Oh, very bossy. But again, when that's just because we want you to have the best possible day, best possible photos.
He literally walks in and goes, don't mind me if I'm a bit bossy today. I'm sure people are like, what?
Yeah.
If you've been one of our brides, do you think we're bossy? Let us know in the comments below. Interesting.
Yeah.
That, and we also move furniture. So
Yeah.
keep in mind, so when we walk into a space, whether it's the bride getting ready or the groom getting ready, what we are looking for is light. We're looking for natural light source, preferably a big floor to ceiling or floor to almost to the ceiling window, sliding door, anything like that.
Yeah.
And then what we need to do is, because we want to shoot in front of it, we need to move all the furniture away from it. So couches, coffee tables, we pull the rug up.
Yeah.
We've moved TVs, you name it.
So we do make a mess,
We
and
do.
it's just to get
Yeah.
photos. So yeah, I think I've had one person in 300 weddings complain about that, the mess I made.
Did they?
Yeah. So, but that's part just to warn people. That's just part of what we do.
It's how
Yeah.
we get those pretty photos. I mean, if you jump on our Instagram
Yeah.
or on our website, we've just updated the gallery with some new photos, and you have a look at some of the getting ready photos. Like if you saw the behind the scenes of what we went through to get those
Yeah.
photos, you'd understand. But now our brides have got those beautiful photos forever as memories, and yeah, so we had to move some furniture. It's nothing that can't be put back.
Be put back. Exactly.
Yeah. If we are in a hotel room and you and your partner are coming back to the hotel room that night, then can I suggest you get a family friend or a family member to come in after you've left at some stage and just tidy up
Yeah.
behind us. I don't want you guys doing it because you need to be focused on you and getting ready, but just get someone to come in, put everything back straight, make the bed. So when you come back in from the wedding and you're coming back to the hotel room, it's clean, it's tidy, and you're actually going to have a good night's sleep rather than everything being chaos for how it was left. And a couple other tips there is have some food in the fridge and some drinks, because most likely you'll get hungry in the middle of the night because the wedding is a massive day. It's like a marathon workout. You're going to be hot, you're going to be tired, you're going to be thirsty, and you're going to be hungry. Have some food in the fridge, some drinks, and that will make your wedding night
It's
a
for the
lot
boys
better.
and the girls.
You know, this is their wedding night when they get back.
Or, yeah. Oh, right, when you get back.
Yeah.
Okay. I just fell asleep
Did you lose
on
me
my...
then?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I know what you mean. All right.
I remember might be TMI, but when I got married 23 years ago, in my day, back in the day, in the olden days, we had the old school confetti, the little round pieces of coloured paper, and they threw it all over us, and it went all down my dress, went everywhere. We thought we got most of it off, and then went to have a shower on my wedding night, and was coloured. The colour from the confetti had run all down my... anyway. Luckily we don't have that now. Anyway, so let's get back on topic. Huey's not here today to yell at me.
No.
Not yell at me. Tell me to get back on
We're
topic.
going to get him on camera soon, aren't we? He's not getting out of it.
No, you're not getting out of it, Huey.
I got one.
Yep. What?
So if you know we're coming for the getting ready, answer the door
Yes.
or the buzzer.
We had another utterly disappointed bride
Twice it's happened.
email us about how disappointed they were that they didn't get the X amount of photos for getting ready. But that particular bride left the team standing at the door for 20 minutes and did not answer the door or let them in the security gate.
We had to drive back and get someone else to make contact.
They had to drive back to the groom's house. They tried ringing. They tried knocking. Huey would have scaled the fence if it wasn't a huge security fence. They tried everything possible to get in, and they didn't. And they knew we were coming. They knew what time to expect us. So the team had to drive back to the groom's house, and for whatever reason, she answered the groom's phone call, but not their phone call. So they lost almost 40 minutes of shoot time.
Oh, more like an hour.
Just in that.
Yeah.
You know, and then unfortunately we're the ones that got the bad email. And we had, again, go back and we take notes, and we're able to go back and say, well, at this time this happened, at this time that happened. You know, and that's just how it is. So if you know we're coming, have someone to let us in or someone to meet us in the foyer. Make sure the door's unlocked. If parking is another thing. So if you're in the city, you need to let us know where the best car parking is, because we need to leave to get in front of you. We also, if we're driving around for 15 minutes trying to find parking, even if we're early, that's another factor. So wherever you book, just think about car parking for everyone, your hair and makeup, us, any other people that are coming with you into your hotel room.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it sounds pretty extraordinary, but it does happen.
Oh, it happens. We got, and I'll tell you another, talking about getting ready, we got locked out in the lobby.
Oh, yeah.
So we're there, we raced to get to the bride, we'd finished with the boys.
Calling.
We're calling, it was horrible, and we were just stuck down there, and we couldn't get up to no one was answering their phone. We couldn't get up to the bride.
And that was all the getting ready photos gone.
And next minute, we put our bags down in the foyer, the doors open.
And then they were.
And they came out, and they started dancing. So we literally had to grab our cameras and start shooting without any preparation. We got some good shots though.
We did.
But we would have liked to have more shots and been more well prepared if we'd been able to get access up the elevator and into the room. Oh, I've got this big list here, and I feel like I don't want to make it too structured.
That's
anyway.
helpful. Maybe we should leave it in a link on the video on the bottom in the comments. Or
Yeah,
something,
if you
so
want
can
our
download it.
handy dandy getting ready checklist that we have here, just we'll pop it in the comments below where you can download it from. It's also included in our welcome pack, that if you book with us, the welcome pack goes out. So make sure you have a read of it. It goes through all the things that you need to know about getting ready. So the other big thing about getting ready, and this is something we're super passionate about, is make sure your hair and makeup is finished by the time we get there.
Yeah.
Like, non-negotiable, no arguments. If your hair and makeup say they're going to be late, you say, no, you have to have me ready by this time.
If
Like,
you want the photos.
if you want those pretty photos. Otherwise, your whole getting ready gallery is just going to be a million photos of you getting your makeup done.
Yeah.
It's a
we can
waste
do
of time.
3 or 4 of those, and then it's just the same thing over and over.
And who looks good with just foundation on? We
yeah.
don't really
Or
know.
having it half and half.
Half and half, or
Yeah.
the awkward little, when you get your lashes on it, it's just not a good
Not
look.
flattering.
So we come in, we shoot your dress first, we shoot your flowers or your accessories, we do the flat lay.
Flat lay shots.
That probably takes us about 15 minutes
Yeah.
if everything is organised. And then after that, we would do some fake makeup shots. So if your hair and makeup's done, we just get a lipstick or a brush and just pretend it's held to your face. We do a few fake makeup shots. And then we normally do robe shots.
Yeah.
So we get
with
the girls.
Some fun shots.
Some fun shots there. Then we send the girls off to get dressed. And then we do a putting in the veil shot with mum, if mum's there, or your special person. We do some beautiful, like the Madonna shots. So you're holding your flowers, the veils over your head, things like that. And then it's time for you to get in your dress.
Yeah.
And so mum and the bridesmaids, who are hopefully ready by then, help you into your dress. We do the zipping up shot. We do putting in earrings,
Yep. So that's
jewellery. Then we go into the bridal party. And normally we can get that done in about an hour, hour and a half, if your hair and makeup is done. If your hair and makeup is not done and it's running late, we're going to be lucky to get you into getting into the dress shots,
Yeah.
and we'll have to skip a few of the robe
Yeah.
shots.
Yeah, you're gonna get a guest on, aren't you?
I
Hair
am.
and makeup.
Yep.
So, yeah,
A lot of hair and makeup people are great. Like
they are.
Stacey's wedding on the weekend, all her and her bridesmaids were all done. Like, and they looked amazing.
Some are quite casual, aren't they?
Some hair and makeup probably don't
just
have
get it
as
done when
much
they get it done.
experience in
Yeah.
weddings. And I think that's a really important thing to check when you're booking your hair and makeup, is how much experience do they have with weddings? Are they used to running to a timeline, and can they guarantee you that they'll finish when you need them to finish? The other thing that happens sometimes is that as us girls, we like to chat and it's all exciting and everything's happening, and the more you chat, the less the hair and makeup can work. So just keep that in mind. So they might allocate 45 minutes for your makeup, but if you're talking and they're talking, it's going to take longer, because obviously they can't be doing your face while you're talking. So little things like that all count a lot. And this sounds a little bit pedantic, but ask the hair and makeup to keep a tidy area. A lot of people do, some people don't. And then you get a lot of random just junk in the background of your photos.
We move it, and we have to have time to move it.
Yeah, so the less that we have to do to clear space,
The more time we have.
the more time we have to shoot photos. Oh, lock away any animals. I've had a dog pee on my leg.
Have you?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
when
yeah,
we
yeah.
did that.
I remember.
This is a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
When we were getting ready photos at a house. Not impressed.
No.
Lock the animals up. We love puppies.
Oh,
if
we
you
do.
know us, we absolutely
Guaranteed
love puppies.
my dog would wee on a
Yeah.
hanging up dress.
But I don't
No
want to go
problem.
through the whole day with dog wee on my clothes, and you don't want dog wee on your dress.
No.
Yeah.
Um,
Have your dresses already hanging up. Find that window where you think has the best natural light coming through, and hang your dresses up. If there's nowhere to hang it, you've got to be inventive. You've got to look at the curtain rail, you've got to look for any little space that you can get the hook through. Try and get a wooden hanger if possible, one that has the head that pivots. The
they
metal
look
head.
a lot nicer, don't
They
they?
do, and being able to pivot it, we have broken a few coat hangers in our time trying
'Cause
to
they're-
turn the
Those
top.
plastic ones, and they're, they
Yeah.
can't support the dress weight
But also
properly, and
you're
they
trying
bend.
to turn the top.
Yeah, and they're turning the top,
Yeah.
and they snap off.
Not going to mention names. We had a beautiful, massive wedding dress, and it was only on a plastic hanger. Do you remember
Yeah.
that? It was
Yeah.
huge, and it dropped to the ground.
Yeah.
We had an absolute heart attack.
Panic
It was fine. There's nothing wrong with it, but yeah.
happens.
Make sure the bridesmaids are all together in one location. Like if someone's like, oh, I'm going to join you later, or I've got to
Yeah.
drop this off first, I'm telling you now they're going to be late.
Yeah.
It's Murphy's Law. I have not had one wedding where the bridesmaid was joining at a later time and they weren't late. Not one. And we've done a truckload of weddings.
And then the whole wedding's put back because you're waiting for them to walk down the aisle.
Yep. So you most likely, if your wedding is going to be late, it's going to start in hair and makeup.
Yep.
And then it's going to snowball from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other time where your wedding's going to run late is during group photos as well. Because after the ceremony, everyone wants to talk to you.
Yeah. Or if you haven't accounted traffic from where you're
Yep.
getting ready to the ceremony.
And traffic on the day you're getting married. So like if it's an easy drive on a Saturday, but you're getting married on Tuesday at 3 o'clock, you got to think of school traffic, school zones,
Yeah.
you know, all of that. And we've been caught on that a lot. Luckily, we always leave good margin of time.
We do.
But the bride has been caught on that in getting to the ceremony too, and it's been late. Oh, and make sure your drivers know exactly where they're going.
Yeah, that's another story. We're telling all the horror stories, aren't we?
I know, but this is the whole point of this
The whole point,
podcast
yeah, we
is to
just
tell you the stuff
Tell
that
you stuff
nobody
that
tells
hasn't
you.
happened to you. Yeah.
Yeah,
So what happened? The driver went to the wrong venue, didn't he?
he did.
And that was the record lateness, hour and 45 minutes.
Late.
Yeah.
And it was raining. Yeah. Yeah, the bride
But
was
they
not
still,
happy.
she wasn't happy, but they still had a good day
They did.
despite
It was a
that.
beautiful wedding, but yeah.
Yeah, just all unnecessary stuff, all avoidable stuff.
Yeah. Like triple check the night before.
yeah.
Like ring your driver. Right, dude, here's the address.
Yeah.
Have you got that? Yep.
Yeah, and I think with guys as well, they tend to take it a bit more, less seriously, would you say?
Yeah, a bit more
Weddings
laid
are a
back.
bit more casual, and I think we have to train them or drum it into them that it's actually a very serious day.
Yeah.
So you're not getting ready to go out to the club.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's a tough one for the guys because they get nervous, but I think a lot of you
Yeah.
boys just hide it by drinking a little bit.
Yeah,
And the more you drink, the sillier you get. The sillier you get, the harder it is to take
Everything's fall apart.
photos. Yeah. Oh, my word.
you think of anything else?
Yeah, be ready to slip into your wedding dress. So when you're getting your hair and makeup done, have your underwear on that you're going to wear under your wedding dress. Like get your boob tape and stuff sorted, so that way you're not having to like change into your shapewear after your hair and makeup, because that will take time. Like get ready before we get there, get into your shapewear and all of that. So getting into your dress is a bit quicker.
Yep.
Especially if something happens and you are running late. Like we've been left 20 minutes waiting while people have gotten into their wedding dresses before. Again, it's just sad because we're missing out
the
on
other
those
thing
shots.
is trying it on the week before. I mean, that helps, doesn't it?
Yes, definitely try your dress on
In
a
case
week
you need
before.
any adjustments.
Yeah.
But is that another topic? Maybe.
Well, we are going to talk about dressing for your body type,
Yeah.
but we've had dresses split. It's
Yeah.
a thing.
Yeah.
We've had zips break because they can't get up.
Or they're too loose because the bride
Yep,
lost too much
and
weight.
the boob's gonna come out and it's
Yeah.
really gappy. And that is really hard to edit out in
Or
photos.
the worst thing you want to happen on your wedding day, if you need adjustments before when you're trying to adjust it on the day, it's so
Yep.
stressful
Yeah,
for the bride, isn't it?
yep. So
We've seen that happen a couple of times.
Yep. So yeah, I think we'll go more. We'll get a stylist on to talk about wedding dresses, and they'll give you some tips for how to like get into your dress and how to make sure it's sitting properly. But definitely take the time to try it on a couple of days before the wedding.
Yep.
Oh,
Cut.
cut. Not really.
If I get time, cut.
No. We're just YOLOing
Yeah.
this. Anyway, so we've told you all the war stories. We've told you all the bad stuff, but I want
Yeah.
to tell you some of the good stuff too. We've had some beautiful weddings. Like, and not even places that have like necessarily hundreds of thousands of dollars. A beautiful wedding.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful person. Not aesthetically. Like, I'm a big believer that a person's spirit really comes out through the photos.
Yeah.
And our brides that have not gotten stressed out, that are just calm and are just really, I don't know, there's like a different aura almost about them, and they're just, the photographs come out well because you can see they're peaceful with that. And you know, and having a dress that is perfect for their body type, having,
knowing they're going to be on time,
being on time, they've had a good breakfast. Okay, let's talk about breakfast. So I know the really popular thing to do, and I say this because A, we've done a lot of weddings, B, we're in a lot of the wedding groups, so I see a lot of the chat that goes on. I think getting ready, a lot of people get the cheese boards, the snack boards, they get Subway, they get sandwiches, those type of things, and they get them in. Really, you should be starting your day with a really good protein breakfast with some low GI carbs. You need long sustaining energy throughout the day. And you need something that's going to make you feel full for the day. So like avocado, salmon, eggs, bit of multigrain toast, that type of thing. You know, limit your alcohol. I know mimosas are really cool and it's the thing, everyone's having them, but the alcohol dehydrates you. It doesn't make you think as clearly as what you need to be thinking. Makes you pee. You know, like, have one, but just, and smash the water up. So if you're having a 3 o'clock wedding, smash the water up until 1 o'clock and then stop. And then by that time, you'll be able to go to the loo enough before the ceremony, but you're still really hydrated. And when you drink your water, get a couple of Hydrolyte tablets and just pop them in your water and then drink that in the morning, because by the time you're in your dress, especially if you've got a big dress, it's heavy and it's hot and you're going to sweat a lot. And it's really easy to get dehydrated on your wedding day, especially if you're drinking a lot of alcohol and not enough water. And then save the alcohol and stuff for the reception. Have fun, go mad, you know. Like our last one we did, everyone was like doing shots off the bar. We were offered Jaeger bombs, like it was mental. But save it for that. You can party at the reception, but if you're partying too early in the morning, it's a hard day for you physically. And I'm really saying this from experience. We've had one too many brides end the night with their face in the toilet.
Yeah. And it's not fun.
No.
It's not funny.
No. Yeah. And the venue doesn't like cleaning up vomit either, FYI. Yeah. So just have a think about that. Like, and the cheese boards and the Subway and stuff, that's all really good. Realistically, you're not going to eat it. You're going to be in hair and makeup. It's going to sit there. How much food has gone wasted at getting ready? Yeah. Like, because people aren't eating it. You're better off waking up 7, 8 o'clock, have that big protein breakfast, get full, then maybe have some snacky things throughout, you know. But once you hit hair, once you hit hair and makeup, you're not going to eat as much. Have a straw to drink so you don't ruin your lipstick.
There you go.
Aren't you learning so much?
Well, I should know it by now.
But aren't you the one that walks in and you can like judge someone's makeup from looking at it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can tell straight away.
And what do you look for?
Just making sure it's well blended in and how it looks on camera, like just the overall tone, if it suits their skin type.
Yeah. And what do you do if it doesn't?
We whisper to the makeup artist and go, can you do this?
We try not to let you know.
Yeah.
We're like, can we have a little chat with you? And we show the makeup artist the photo. And we'll say, can you just see here how our bride is looking a bit orange?
Yeah.
Or brown or too white?
Yeah. Looking like a ghost.
Yeah, we had
depending if you want that.
Do you remember we had one bride and you could see the line of foundation? It literally looked like a clown's mask.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. And that wasn't cool because that was another topic. But that was a really hard edit to just even try and make that look blended. Took a long time for that. And while we do Photoshop, we don't put in missing teeth. We don't cut things out of your hair. That type of thing. That's more extended photo shoot shop. Anyway.
Well, I think little Sony is telling us that it's time to finish up because the battery is flashing at me.
Anyway, guys, thanks for listening to us talk. I hope we haven't rambled too much. We are going to put this handy getting ready photo sheet in the comments below. if you have any questions, let us know. Again, the point of this podcast is for us to tell you about our experiences, what we've seen and what we've been through with these circumstances. So we will tell you a lot of stories, but the whole point of it is not to say anything's
It's not picking on
it's
anyone.
not picking on anyone. It's more to say, hey, let's learn from it.
Yeah.
So you can have the most amazing day possible. And while it does seem like we have a lot of bad stories, we have way more good stories.
Yeah.
Amazing weddings that have gone without a single problem, and they've just been perfect. So we just want to tell you the hiccups so you can avoid them for your big day.
Cool.
That's about it.
Well, we'll
So
see you
stay
next week.
tuned. Our next podcast will be all about shoes.
Oh, there you go. Right.
See you
go.
guys.